So we're going to try again with the third hole and see if it now goes well. We just got my latest toy. It's the Ryobi 1 Plus horsepower, high performance, advanced technology, 6-inch, 18-volt cordless auger. And it's got a brushless motor, so that's a plus. So let's see what you get in the box. I already took the battery out, charged it up. What I like, this should work with my old system of Ryobi 18-volt, but now they're doing a little power meter. It took them a long time to get in the game to do that. Other companies have been doing that forever. Anyway, glad they're doing that now. So let's see what you get in here. Here's the handle. And you can see this is slightly new. I mean, slightly used. They did leave the tag on to create the appearance that it's still new. So anyway, when you buy stuff on eBay, that's what happens sometimes. All right, so we got the little handle there. And this should be the blade or whatever you call it. And this is pretty heavy. It's pretty good weight. I mean, I knew this thing would be somewhat heavy, but I thought it might be super light since it's part of this 18-volt system. So you pull the little pin out, just drop this guy in, put the pin back, just line up the little hole, easy enough. I think it went in. Lock it down. Should be ready to go. Just pop on the battery. So it's got pretty simple. It does have kickback override, and then you've got reverse and forward. So let's give this guy a try. So let's put it on forward and see. I'm going to lift it off the ground. And there's the little point. Let's go dig a hole. See how good this works in our nice Kansas soil. The soil here should be pretty soft. It's not typically too hard to do with a shovel. But doing deep holes will be a lot easier with this if it works well. Let's go find out. All right, I'm going to dig a hole for a tree. As you can see, we're planting a little windbreak here on our property. See if we can tame those prairie winds a little bit. All right, let's see how it goes. Whoa, that does buck quite a bit. It's really like trying to jerk me around here. But it is going in. Let's go a little more. And I do have the kickback override on. So even with that, it's still kind of bucking. Let's give her another go. So what it does with the kickback override, basically, if it feels too much friction, it just quits. I still have the trigger pulled, but you see it just quit. So you kind of have to have the kickback off and just be prepared to let it go. Let's see, we didn't even get very deep yet. We're just like 2-3 inches down. And like I said, the soil is not too harsh here. So not sure on the quality of this. Let's keep going. I'm going to turn the kickback off. We'll see what happens here. I'm just going to brace it against my body, so if basically it's just going to slam into my leg and not, because if you're holding it out here and it does the kickback, it can jerk your arms real bad. So I'm going to use my upper leg here and brace it. Oh, how funny. The kickback protection activated even though it's not on. I don't have the kickback selected. So I guess if it kicks back too much, and maybe what I need to do also is be pulling this out and emptying it. kickback is just activating way too easy. Like I said, the soil is not that hard here.
Are you hitting a water line?
And no, I did get the lines marked. There's not supposed to be anything here. All right. Wow, it keeps activating the kickback, and I'm not putting any pressure. I'm just letting the weight of the machine do the work. I'm tempted to push down on it to get it going, but obviously then the kickback would go on immediately. We are working our way down in though. It is getting a little deeper here. Wow. Yeah, this is getting annoying. I guess maybe you just have to pull it out every few seconds and empty the dirt. We are slowly getting deeper. Let's see. I'd say I'm now down about 6 inches. So it's going to be really slow going with this. I could have already had this dug with the shovel. The benefit is it's a nice round hole, good for planting my tree. But yeah, I think this is actually requiring more effort because I have to really engage my muscles to hold this. I think it would have been much less effort with a shovel, and I'd have been done with this hole by now. So I think this machine is not really great unless you have just the world's softest soil, because it just, that kickback just is coming on every time with very little resistance, and you're supposed to have been able to turn that off, but or do you think it's supposed to be, wait a minute, maybe kickback override means don't stop it.
Maybe.
Let's try that. Maybe I've led you all astray. Okay, so I got now the kickback override. Maybe that means now it won't kick back. Although I thought we had that set up. Well, let's find out. Overload protection activated. So the kickback didn't come on, the overload protection did. I think, you know, it did put up with a little more resistance that time though, before coming on. Wow, not much that time. So overall, I would say I would give this a thumbs down. Okay, we're gonna try another hole, see if we have better luck. That first hole was terrible. I then did a second hole and it seemed to go better. So we're gonna try again with the third hole and see if it now goes well. So this is another spot on our property. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, that went much better. It dug, that's the depth I need the hole, and it only stopped one time. And then after that, I was able to dig the rest of the hole out with the second shot. See how nice and deep this is? That got us a good, probably, I don't know, 8 to 10 inch hole. So, yeah, I guess this is, it's just kind of hit or miss. If you're in a nice soft spot, the thing does it in pretty short order. And I like that it's a nice, perfectly round hole. Great for planting small trees and such. So, I would say, overall, I would give this 6.5 out of 10. It is kind of handy when it works. It's great. It just seems like it can't handle any kind of hard soil at all. It just really shuts down. So as long as you've got pretty soft soil, it's going to work most of the time, it seems like. And it drills you a nice even hole, and probably a little less work than a shovel. So and for the price, I mean, you can't usually get a cordless auger for this price that's, you know, going to be decent. So I would say 6.5 out of 10 is what I would rate it. And it's kind of hit or miss. You just got to try and see if it's going to work in the area you live. But I'm sure I'll get a little more use out of this. All right, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day, and see you in the next video.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how.